So the teaser for James Gunn's Superman movie came out this week. It's been teased all week. Dropping some stuff on Twitter. Sorry, X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, probably on TikTok. I don't follow TikTok. But yeah, it's been teased, and now we actually have the teaser trailer. And I think the important thing to remember is this: it's a teaser, because from my opinion, from the aspect of what a teaser is, that's about all this is. I've obviously done some reviews on prior trailers and such, and commented about how, we don't know what's going on. Yeah, we don't get much what's going on here. And I think the whole idea was to try to create a feeling, an aesthetic that harkens back more towards Christopher Reeve Superman, which for many people is the iconic Superman. For me, it's the iconic Superman. I actually do not remember seeing the Superman movie in 1978. I was old enough to see it. I don't remember if I saw it in 1978 in the theaters. Back then, a lot of movies were re-released over the years. I do know that I saw Superman in like one of the like dollar theaters with my dad, either like 79 or 80. It's been like, it's tiny. It's gone now. It's gone now. This is like 40 years ago. It's 40 plus years ago. It's like this tiny ass theater on Sumner Road in Springfield, Massachusetts, which if you're from there, you know where that would be. Yeah, I remember seeing it on the screen. I absolutely remember Superman 2. I remember Superman 2. So Christopher Reeve for me was Superman. I did watch, of course, Lois and Clark. Thought Dean Cain did a fine job. I watched Smallville. I very much enjoyed Smallville. Did not like Superman Returns so much. It missed a mark. I understand what Bryan Singer was trying to do. Missed it for me. Man of Steel. I think he had the right Superman. I think he had the wrong story. I think Zack Snyder was not the guy to do Superman. So the question now becomes, is James Gunn the guy to do Superman? And that's the real question for me. Because I get James Gunn being made head of DC Studios because he's a creative guy. I get that. But does he get Superman? Sorry, I got a dog. It's being overly licking. Stop licking your paws. Stop it. Okay. The question for me is this the right thing for James Gunn to direct? Does James Gunn, based on what he is, based on the type of movies he does, can he make what is a Superman movie? Because I think that's what's been missing. Man of Steel totally missed the mark for me. Man of Steel was not a hopeful movie. Superman is a hopeful character. That's one of the things, the dichotomy between Batman and Superman. Batman is a dark character. Superman is a very light character. Light, not like light, jokingly light, but light, sort of like, hopeful, good, optimistic. That's Superman. Is that what James Gunn is going to do? James Gunn can be snarky. James Gunn can be sarcastic. James Gunn can be dark satire. Can he do this? So I have watched this trailer about 6 times now. And there's good and there's bad. All right. So let's just start watching a little bit here. And yeah, I really am like into breaking this down because Superman is one of the characters that I understand. I think I understand. Been following the comics for almost 40 years now. So I think I have an idea, at least for me, what I think Superman should be. And I think that's the question for a lot of people. What should Superman be? So we start off here. Hold on. I'm going to keep the sound kind of low because I don't want to get hit with a copyright strike. And we kal-el crashing into the ground here. And let me just say right away. All right, so So at this point, we got Superman getting his ass kicked. That's very clear, right? Superman just got his ass kicked. I'm still not sold on the suit. There's a lot of stuff I don't like about the suit. I think the trunks are too much. Like boxer shorts, and that's not what Superman wears. The boots look a little too clunky. And we got all the, we can see here, just look at the shoulder. You got the ribbing on the shoulder. This is very much to me, a new 52 Superman costume, especially with the collar. So this to me is not the Superman I remember. I didn't think the kal-el costume was great. I prefer trunks. Honestly, I think Superman Returns costume was kind of spot on. Yeah, so we got Superman here being like his ass kicked. And I'm going to talk a little about what's actually going on because, of course, I looked into this. But all right, so here, all right, so we got with Clark Kent just being completely, not Superman. I don't know what this weird Jerry curl fro thing going on is. It's weird looking. It's really weird looking. I don't mind the bumbling idiot. So, all right, so you can really see here, like, Superman's got his ass kicked, and that's fine. Most people think Superman's completely invulnerable. The bottom line is he's not. Superman can take a lot of punishment, but there are people out there that can kick Superman's ass. And, maybe another Superman can. Oh, that doesn't play into possible spoilers on this. All right. All right, so now, do you hear the music starting here? Maybe you can't hear it, but this is very much John Williams music, but it's got a very hard guitar riff going on. And first thing that I felt when I first saw it was I got Flash Gordon flashbacks, old style Queen, Flash Gordon flashbacks, the sound. It's weird. I mean, honestly, the John Williams music is iconic. You can't say that, like, when you think the Superman music, dun, 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 I mean, that is the Superman music. John Williams, of course, is, in my opinion, the greatest film composer ever. You got Jaws, you got Star Wars, you got the indie films, yeah, Superman. I mean, all the major things. This is John Williams, so I love the John Williams stuff. I'm not certain about the quasi Flash Gordon rock vibe going on. It's weird. Don't know what he's going for here. But so we got Lois here, who's played by Rachel Shoshanan. I think that's her name. Make certain I'm pronouncing it right. Rachel Show. God dang it. Lois. See what happens. That's not what I wanted. Ah. Typing is tough on tiny iPhones. Rachel Lois. I know she was in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I just don't remember her last name. Rachel Lois Lane. Rachel Brosnahan? Probably mispronouncing it. She's playing Lois. I don't mind the casting. I think the casting's pretty good. I think the casting in this is pretty good. I don't like the hairstyle for Superman or Clark, but I think the casting is good. David Corenswet is a big dude. He's a big dude. He's like 6'4", 6'5". Henry Cavill was not. But Henry Cavill was cut. I mean, dude worked out for that role. He looked great. So we got this little bit going on here. Later on, you wonder, like, later on, basically, in my opinion, we find out that Lois knows Clark is Superman. We got the riffs going on, director of the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. So this is the Kent farmhouse, which is weird to me. This is not our traditional farmhouse when we think of the Kent family. I mean, you go back to the movie, you actually had a farmhouse with an actual farm. This is literally a ranch with a few cows out front. I don't mind the humble family style of Clark Kent. That fits the character. That is a Superman character. This is just kind of weird. Is there a barn? I don't know. So Jonathan is alive here. This is Jonathan Kent, and I kind of like he's alive. It's always tough when Jonathan dies. The original Superman movie, you know, he had him die with a heart attack. Smallville, John Snyder, when the Duke Boys. I really like John Snyder as Jonathan Kent. I did a really good job, especially for the modern sensibility of the Superman they're going for. I don't know about this guy. This doesn't look like Jonathan Kent, but you know, maybe he looks like an American farmer. I don't know. Okay, so when this happened, when he started whistling, we had already all seen the posters with Superman and Krypto, and he was whistling. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, is he calling Krypto? He's calling Krypto. Now, also, I want to look again real quick. Look at the uniform here. Look at the costume here. So we got the kind of Kingdom Come symbol. Not a fan. Kingdom Come to me symbolizes very different Superman. The ribbing. This is very much the Superman New 52. The collar. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of the costume. I mean, the blue is technically right. As a fan of Chris Reeves' costume, which was like literally spot on, comic accurate. This is not working for me on it, and I can't figure out why. Maybe it's the collar, maybe it's all the ribbing. So he's calling it, and here we go. All right, so here comes Krypto. He's just running up, super speed dog. Okay, here's Krypto. All right, look, he's a cute dog. I'm not gonna say this is a cute dog. I honestly, I kind of wondering, is this a real dog, or is it CGI? He's not fitting the traditional Krypto model. I mean, we had Dwayne Johnson playing Krypto in the Super Pets thing. I can go back and watch. I think he was in this animated series. Krypto is a white dog. He's got like a white furred dog, but he's some sort of retriever. This is more of a foppy mutt to me. A lot more fur. But, I mean, he's got the cape. He's got the collar with the symbol. I'm digging the comic book vibe. I'm totally digging the comic book vibe. Look how cute he is. Look at him. Oh, what a good boy. So literally, like, I'd be fine. This is like a boy and his dog movie. I'm totally fine with that. Yeah, you can see, look, you can see right there, like right in the collar. Oh, I can't see it. I got to, son of a bitch. You can't see it because my screen is covering it up. But he's got the Superman symbol right there as his collar. This is good. This is good. I like this. This is like Superman being Superman, saving a little girl. I got some questions on the scene though. So this looks good. I'm sorry, this looks real good. I like this a lot. So my question is, all right, realistic perspective. What the hell is this? This looks like a little girl in her school uniform. She's walking around, and as far as I can tell, because stuff later in the scene, it's a giant freaking kaiju attacking the city. Knocks out some sort of truck carrying a bunch of tanks, gas tanks. I mean, you can see the nails and everything. What is she doing? What's going on? That's weird. But this is a total Superman move. That's a comic book cover. That's a comic book cover. Looks great. Looks great. Love that. You can see his face. Look at him. Ah, this is the stuff that I like about this. I'm liking this stuff. All right, Lex. Okay, let's talk about Lex. All right. All right. Nicholas Hoult is a good choice. Nicholas Hoult is a really good actor, and he is steeped in genre. He was Beast. He was in the Mad Max movie. And he's a good actor. He's a legit decent actor. My personal opinion, until I see Nicholas Hoult on screen, there's only one real live action actor who is portrayed Lex Luthor best, and that is Michael Rosenbaum. Gene Hackman. I'm sorry, Gene Hackman is an amazing actor. I can't count the number of roles I have loved Gene Hackman in, but he's not Lex Luthor to me. He's too comical. Michael Rosenbaum, he spent almost 6 years. Was it 6 or 7? Maybe 6 or 7 years on Smallville, and he played Lex Luthor great. But if that's a live action, if you go overall best, I'm going Clancy Brown. Clancy Brown in the animated series and the Justice League series. His voice, he had the gravitas. He had the menacing voice of Lex Luthor. I'm liking this Lex Luthor stuff. I'm liking the look of Lex Luthor. I'm liking the young billionaire look. I know some people said it's Luthor Core, not Lex Core. That's not bugging me as much. Now this is interesting. The scene next, it's like him and the gun. Again, this is a teaser. We don't know what's going on. I've seen spoilers, but we don't know what's going on. Now, I don't know if these scenes connect, but apparently Superman is some sort of cell right now, or something. From what I can tell, he's in some sort of cell and he's busting out. That's what it looks like. There are people that are prisoners. This kind of makes me think Brainiac may be involved, but I don't think Brainiac is involved. I don't know. The trailer's not telling us who's involved. The teaser's not telling us who's involved. Spoilers are telling us who's involved. So I think this is fine. I think this is good stuff where people believe in Superman. People believe in Superman. If a young child raising a flag saying Superman, this goes back to the idea of Superman being, a savior. This is a Christ-like analogy. I'm fine with this. Now, this is interesting. So again, I don't like the suit. The spit curl does not look quite right to me. Now that I do not like. You have to watch that a little bit again. All right, so watch what happens here. Watch this. Did you see? It's very subtle, but he reacts to being hit by the can. That's weird to me. Superman should not have felt that. But whatever's going on, Superman has pissed some people off. And he's going to this building. So you see all this here. There's like people surrounding him. They're angry. It's what's happened. And now we get to, all right, so, well, hold on. I'll get to this in a second. Jesus. All right, so Stagg Industries, Simon Stagg, who's responsible for the creation of Metamorpho, who's also in this movie. They have stuffed this movie with too many other heroes. Now here comes Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. The hair looks terrible. Guy Gardner's hair has always looked terrible. I don't got a problem with Nathan. I love Nathan Fillion. Costume's not right. And you see over there on the far side, right, kind of above my head there. That's Hawkgirl. So, and you can also see Mr. Terrific show up, and they're all wearing very similar uniforms. This is kind of like Justice League International, but my understanding is also Max Lord is involved. Max Lord, I guess, is supposed to be funding this. Max Lord, played by James Gunn's brother, who also plays Kraglin in Guardians of the Galaxy. So it appears like some sort of confrontation going on. This is Hawkgirl. Is it Shire Hall? I don't know. Is it Thanagarian? Hawkgirl? I don't know. And now we have an attack by Kaiju. So There's some weird stuff with this. This is where it gets weird for me in this teaser. All right. So this scene here, we saw the photo with Superman and putting on his boots basically, and this giant orb. I don't know what's doing, but he's sitting in his apartment with Lois. So this to me, this and other scenes say Clark and Lois know who they are. That's how Clark and Lois kissing. You can almost see the costume there. He doesn't have his glasses on. Lois knows who Clark is. That's fine. I'm okay with that. That's fine. Okay, so this is clearly the Fortress of Solitude. He's upset. The robot is dead. I think this is Calyx. I'm wondering what happened to Calyx. I hope it's Calyx. That'd be cool. All right, this is Metamorpho. Don't remember the actor. This looks like wanton destruction. This is horrific. I don't know if this is a kaiju fight or what, but Jesus, entire buildings. This is like Man of Steel awful. This is a good look for Lex. I like the Nicholas Hoult doing the menacing look. I'm good with that. This is good stuff. Everyone praying for Superman. Krypto, hold on. Let's go back to Krypto being good boy. Who's a good boy, Krypto? Who's a good boy? Yeah, that's right. You carry Dad home. All right. So I presume. All right. So Superman gets his ass kicked. I think we're going to see in a second who he gets his ass kicked by. I imagine Krypto's bringing him back to the Fortress of Solitude. So this here is who he's fighting. And from what I understand from spoilers is this is Ultraman. So he's wearing some sort of suit. He's getting his ass kicked in the baseball stadium. Good job with the meteors. You know, staying kind of consistent with the lore in the comics. Yeah, Ultraman in this case. I'll talk about that in a second. Mr. Terrific looks good. Don't got a problem with Mr. Terrific here. I think that may be Lois he's protecting. These are some well-armed quasi Iron Man like guys attacking him. Okay, so clearly Superman and Lois is a thing. And dude is tall. Dude's like 6'4". I mean, like, big dude. I don't think the suit complements him that well. Okay. So there's a lot to like in this trailer and a lot to just go not certain about. I think it does a decent job of showing some stuff that we want to see. We want to see Superman acting heroic, right? And this scene. This is Superman acting heroic. This is the Superman we all think about, where he saved, the cat in the tree. Look at that. That looks good. That's good. Some other stuff I'm not certain about. I think there are too many characters in this. It's almost like, when DC did Man of Steel and then they immediately did Batman v Superman, I think there was a misstep. It's a misstep. They tried to imitate Marvel. Marvel built up 3 characters before they made the Avengers. They had Iron Man, they had Captain America, they had Thor in their individual movies, and they made the Avengers. I hope that the JLI are very secondary. But from what I've heard, what I've seen on spoilers, is that the rumored plot. this has been going. Superman's been here for some time at this point, but he's kind of like the outcast that he doesn't kill anyone. And I guess the JLI is just a little more hardcore. It's weird. I know the Authority may show up, but the bad guy in this, the question is, who's the bad guy? It appears to be, I don't know. They say it's Lex Luthor. It's also kind of the U.S. government. And Ultraman, who from the leaks I understand is a clone of Superman, which is kind of weird. We had it in Lois and Superman and Lois. We already seen Bizarro show up, and that's what Ultraman becomes. Now, Ultraman is actually in the DC lore, the Superman of Earth 3, the leader of the crime syndicate, the evil version of the Justice League. And you got a photo here which shows Superman basically being arrested. You got the military behind him. You got Frank Grillo there playing Rick Flag Sr., going back to the Creature Commandos. And this other character, it's all clad in black, like kind of like Black Noir from The Boys. You can very clearly see the U. So this is Ultraman. So apparently Ultraman is a clone made by Lex Luthor, who then goes rogue and becomes Bizarro, I guess. This is a rumored plot. I don't know if it's true or not. It seems too close to Superman and Lois, but I mean, we got all these photos from the set showing it. So, you know, there's good and bad. The costume, I'm not a fan of the costume. Not a fan of the costume. Did the trailer make me really excited? No, it didn't. I think it was fine. It's a fine trailer. It's a fine trailer. But I think about like seeing Phantom Menace trailer, seeing the first Avengers trailer, you know, it's just like, it's not quite there. I don't know if it's superhero fatigue or what. Yeah, it's serviceable. I think it's what it's serviceable. There's stuff to like. Yeah. And I think a lot of, next summer, I think a lot of fluffy white dogs at adoption shelters going to get adopted. So yeah, I mean, the true test is going to be July 11th. We're going to see if James Gunn has actually put together a Superman movie that we want as Superman, where it's an optimistic, hopeful, heroic character. I don't know. He's done some good stuff. We'll have to see if he can do it here. Questions, comments, witticisms down below. Click all those good buttons. See you guys next time.